Baseball in Kenya. Okay, baseball has been here for a long time. Softball has been here for a long time. And there's been a lot of people that have sweated and bled for baseball with no recognition. All right? There's a lot of people behind the scenes that have made it happen. That's starting here at JKUAT. JKUAT is the epicenter of baseball and softball in Kenya, in East Africa, and the world. So, I want to recognize some of those people. Moses and all the volunteers, Josephat, all of the guys who did all of the work last night. We were here laying down hay at 9 p.m. Thank you guys. Hard work. Hard work. If we build it, they're part of the we. We have Gitari. He's one of the farm operators. He's been here since day one. He was out here on Mashujaa Day 3 years ago using a John Deere tractor and a Komatsu tractor to level this field. He is part of the we. Okay, thank you Gitari. I don't know, he's not even here. I think he's with his family. Coach Sam Gitari, he's a volunteer here at JKUAT. He has a full-time job and he volunteers as the coach. Chifu, come up Chifu. Let's give him a round of applause. He keeps going, keeps pushing. All right. Right, thank you, Coach. Thank you very much. And then, if you don't know it, I'm not designing this field. We're not building this field with people from America, people who built fields before. We're building this field with the professors, the adjunct professors from architecture and landscape architecture and the students. When we looked at this field and it looked like this, we called on the students to do the surveying. We didn't have to go look for anybody else. Kenya, Nairobi and JKUAT has the best this continent has to offer. We don't need to look any further, okay? So when we build it, they'll come ask us questions about how to build fields, right? So I just want to say thank you to Wycliffe and Carol Wanza. They're not here today, they're with their families, but they've put in a lot of time. All right, the last thing I want to say before I recognize a whole bunch of other people, there are people that are the most important part of the game. You wouldn't have a game without them. It's the players. All right, I want everybody who plays baseball in Kenya, softball or baseball, to stand up right now, even the guys from Nakuru. Okay? Please stand up. Stand up if you play. All right, even that, softball, everybody, stand up. All right? You guys have done a lot. Nobody's there to support you. You're ranked 38th in the world in softball. You're ranked 48th in the world in baseball. You guys have worked really hard. This is for you. All right. So let's give a big round of applause for them. Okay. So there's a lot of sponsors that we're going to recognize, but right now I want Brian Dempsey from Power Financial to come up. Just say a quick couple words. These guys are sponsoring. They're our first sponsors, along with Mbele FX, to put forward something. Brian, just a quick message from Power Financial.
Thanks, Tom, and super excited to be out here. About 5 years ago, I started playing or throwing the ball around with Tom and some of the other guys, and it's incredible to see how far baseball and softball has come and what we have here today. I'll keep it short. So I'm the CEO and founder of a fintech company called Power Financial. We're sponsoring the Home Run Derby coming up. And a lot of our partners like Sanergy, Shandaria, M-Kopa have been part of this journey of making baseball and softball a reality. And so we were more than happy to come. What we do is we help connect workers, so full-time employees, through to gig economy, government employees, even teachers, police officers, security guards across Kenya to improve their financial health. So that's our focus. Really happy to be here, and thanks for the opportunity, Tom.
Thanks, Brian. All right, we've got a couple more, and then we'll move on in the agenda. So I want to thank real quickly Optimum Suppliers. They're our printers. You see them right here. They gave a huge discount on all the signage and branding and T-shirts. The T-shirts, anything that you buy of a T-shirt, goes half to building the field, and we're taking half of it. We're going to create a grant fund to help support travel for the Baseball Federation and the Softball Federation. All right, so that's give money. buy a shirt. These are brand new shirts. This logo's never been anywhere before. This is the first time this logo's out. All right? This is the combination of baseball and softball together. All right? It's a very powerful moment. Please invest in the field, buy a shirt, tell somebody about it. So thank you, Optimum Suppliers. I also want to thank Mascor and John Deere Financial. So I don't know if James Wabala is here. James, are you still around? No, John Deere will be here. You've been here since the beginning, you didn't even know it. So James, thank you very much for being here. They came in, this is just the beginning, just a little secret. Baseball fields and all of the stands are all painted John Deere green. It's not yet, but it's close. But maybe we should put a John Deere green and a little bit of yellow. Here you go, James.
All protocol subs, jumbo to everyone. So James Wabala from John Deere, based in Nairobi office. I'm so excited to be here. The first time I met Tom at AmCham conference, he mentioned about baseball in Kenya. So to me, it was a very new concept, and I was like, Tom, are you serious? Is this thing possible in Kenya? So he's been reaching out to me and sending all updates on what you're doing with JKUAT, and I'm very, very grateful for JKUAT University Management in terms of making this possible, organizing everything and giving this space. You know, from the main road, I didn't even know that you have all this space within the university. So asante sana. John Deere, we believe in everyone that walks into our door becomes part of our family. So Tom is our family, and I believe all of you and JKUAT University will become a John Deere family, and we are here to support you and be with you. Asanteni sana. And actually came with my two boys. They were wondering what is happening out here, and they're really interested in getting trained and understanding how baseball is done. Asante sana, Tom. Thank you.
I told James the first time I met him, my dad and I used to drive around out west in the United States, and the way that we passed time is we used to count John Deere tractors. That was our game. And I told him when my father came and visited, we drove around the country and we counted John Deere tractors. And I told him we need to be able to count more. Yeah, so John Deere is a very special place in the heart of Americans, and I'm glad that it's part of baseball here in Kenya, and I hope this is the beginning of a great relationship. So thank you, James. The last thing I want to person I want to recognize is David Auerbach from Sanergy. Sanergy Collaborative. David has been with us in baseball since the very beginning. He knows how long my speeches go, so he's very used to this. And he knew he'd have to wait around. But David, why don't you come up? We'd just love to hear from Sanergy Collaborative. One thing I want to say is that we have Sanergy's Regen Organic fertilizer waiting in the storeroom to be able to put down right before we plant seed. The problem is, this field is not ready for seed. We need another layer of soil. All right, so today we're announcing a new sponsorship level. Anybody who you can think that will come in, it's called the Green Diamond sponsorship level, $3,000 and above. We have somebody that just donated 2 days ago from the United States to get that started. $3,000 have been committed to the Green Diamond sponsorship fund. We're raising $12,000 more. So we're looking for somebody to help us put down the soil so we can plant the grass, and then we can start mowing the lawn with the John Deere tractor. But first, we need Sanergy's great organic fertilizer. So David, come on up. Tell them why they need to plant why we got to put that fertilizer down.
Cool. All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Tom. So my name is David Auerbach. I'm on Team Shuja, very proud of that. You guys, and I'm also on the Buffaloes too, but only on other days apparently. So first of all, what is happening here is just really incredible, and I really think that, we think about universities as the place of learning and introducing new ideas, and the fact that we really haven't had much baseball and softball in Kenya ever, and it's so incredible what the national team has done in the face of that. All right, it's just, I imagine it's like Julius Diego, like watching YouTube videos, right, or something. And so a university giving the space, I think, is really important. And then even though nobody knows what this is, we still have several hundred people here coming to watch this, which is just incredible. And so, and I really appreciate that there are all these fans, great music, great DJs, great food. This helps. But this is the idea of what baseball is too. And it brings communities together, it brings people together, and we have lots of fun doing so. So thank you for that. And the team at Sanergy, I mean, we're so happy to help out. For those who don't know, we have a product called Farmstar Evergrow Organic Fertilizer, and this is the largest organic fertilizer produced in Kenya. And actually, we do have research partnerships with JQuat, with some of the crop scientists there as we work to develop the best blend. And what we're all about at Evergrow is local food systems, right? How do you actually produce food locally so you don't have to depend on exports, so you don't have to depend on other companies, so you don't have to depend on others. And we think that that's so important. And it's great that we're able to actually do this in partnership with JQuat and JICA. I'm sorry, Kenji is here. JICA is a big supporter of our work, so thank you for that too. And it's amazing that we're going to be building baseball fields out of that, and so we're really proud. So thank you so much. Take care, everybody.
All right, thank you very much. I just want to let you know, I was just told that Afia Juice just donated last minute a whole bunch of juice and water to this event. They saw the photos, they said we have to be in. So we've just gotten another sponsor today, just contributing. We're really excited to have them on. I want to recognize just a couple people real quickly. Kevin Schreiber, my co-founder on If We Build It. This guy's become a brother to me. We spend a lot of time out here building the field. We're out here having a lot of fun putting down hay last night. Kevin is equal parts on this field, putting in a lot of time. So just give another round of applause to Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. So I'm just going to close up. I just want to say one thing. Also want to just recognize Francis of the Kenya Softball Federation and Titus Maturi. I don't know if he's left. He's from the Baseball Federation. We've come together around this event. Just want to say, there's Titus. Thank you. You'll have a chance. You'll hear from these guys shortly. Just thank you very much to both of you for your partnership. The last thing I want to say, just closing up, in the last few years, there's been a lot of people have given me strange looks when I tell them that I'm helping to build baseball and softball. But in my heart, I know the guys that have taught me about baseball and softball here are the players, the people that we have fun with. We focus on playing the sports, and it's a real thing. They're real dreams that we're building the field for. And one person has told me before, you know what? Business is not going to care about baseball in Kenya. They're just not going to care. But guess what? I'm in the business of proving people wrong. And I think today, just like you guys are in the business of proving people wrong, we've proven a lot of people that business is going to help us. We can do it with government. We can do it with the university. We can all come together. And I think that we've proven that together we're stronger, right? So we are together. Tuka Pamoja. Thank you very much. If we build it, I can't hear you. If we build it. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for the time. Thank you, JQuat.
Thank you very much, Thomas Wallace, for those wonderful remarks. We want to recognize Francis Karugu, the President, Kenya Softball Federation. We appreciate Titus Mutwiri. I don't know whether tasema neno moja. And then we bring in Darshan Chandaria, who will say a few remarks, and then we get the leadership of the university.
Thank you, MC. Chief guest, all protocol observed. I have only 3 quick things to say because we are waiting for a big game between Kenya and America. So the first thing I'm going to say is to introduce my team, my officials in softball. Moses, Susan and Ellen. Maybe the chief guest, you didn't know that these are members of Softball Federation, officials of Softball Federation. So here we have our development officer, a very familiar guy in JQuat, Moses Odeng. At the moment they are my people, not JQuat people. Moses Odeng. Then next, this big lady, Secretary General, my very able Secretary General, Helen, SG Softball Kenya. Then we have Susan Magiri, my Vice President Ambayari. Appreciate them, please. Yeah. The other group I want to appreciate is the baseball 5 team, national team, which is ranked higher than America team. Japan is ranked number 2 in the world. Kenya baseball 5 national team is ranked 8th in the world. So we are better in baseball 5 than US. Baseball 5 team Kenya, kindly come, I introduce you. Baseball 5 team. And Thomas, where are you? Thomas? Okay. Baseball 5 team. We have Harry here. Harry. Okay. Then we have Simon. Simon over here. We were in Mexico with them last year and they beat big teams. Like which ones?
France,
Which other one?
Korea.
Korea. All those teams were beaten by these big people here. Then we have Katumu. Katumu is an alumni of JKUAT, chief guest. Then we have, Katumu was also the captain here. Then we have Elizabeth, captain also of the baseball 5 team. Then we have Pendo here. Yeah, small but very thorough in baseball 5. Then we have coach. This lady is a coach, one of the best in the world. Actually the best in Africa, best coach in Africa, Susan. Then we have Miriam here, one of the best. Then we have Manyeki. Manyeki here is the best game official in the world. He is the one who officiated the world gold medal match in Mexico. So here we have the resource of the best game official in the world. So Thomas, I want them to buy t-shirts for all these people. Yeah, as part of the donation. Please give them t-shirts. All of them. Yeah. Yeah, all of them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they can look for their sizes later. Yeah. Yeah. I think I can also buy a t-shirt for who else?
MC.
MC. I think we are good. The other thing I want to say that I'm also the secretary. Thank you, baseball 5 team. The other thing I want them to say is that I'm also the Secretary General of WBSC Africa. So very soon we are going to release bids for U15 Africa qualifiers. We are going to release bids for under 23 baseball World Cup qualifiers. We are going to release bids for seniors softball World Cup qualifiers. Then we are going to release bids for baseball 5 Africa qualifiers. And Thomas and Kevin, thank you for the good job. At least now we can bid for hosting. Titus, we can now bid for hosting. I know in January you really struggled in Naivasha. So now we have the field. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, JKUAT, for coming up with this facility. When we go out there in the world, we usually get culture shock because we usually don't have these kind of facilities to train in. We usually train on rugby pitches, soccer pitches. But with the partnership of Kevin, Thomas, and JKUAT, now we have a replica of almost what we get out there. So thank you so much for that. So I think with that, nothing much else to say other than to thank you guys and say that I'm of course supporting Team Kenya. Team Kenya is going to beat Buffaloes with 20 runs to 1. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, MC.
Thank you so much, President, for buying me a t-shirt. Asante sana, Team Kenya. Now do we have Titus Mutwiri, President Baseball Federation of Kenya, and then now we go to Darshan Chandaria, and then we go to our chief guest.
Thank you, MC. Good afternoon, Kenya. Deputy Vice Chancellor, all protocols observed. I stand with protocols earlier laid. I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate each and every one of you. Please give yourself a round of applause. A better round of applause. Thank you so much. First and foremost to DVC and the JKUAT leadership is to really appreciate you for this immense investment. This investment will outlive all of you. And everyone who will come here will remember this year. when Jomo Kenyatta University donated this space so that Kenyans can have a place to play. This is a beautiful investment across the world. You may not know, but across the world, people know there is this field. And I was telling the Vice Chancellor when during the launch that now we will be, just as Francis has mentioned, the world will be coming to Africa. And not only to Africa, to Kenya. And not only to Kenya, but to JKUAT, to play baseball and softball. So a round of applause for ifwebuildit.org. Thank you so much, Thomas. Where did he go? He's never patient, I know him. But thank you, because it's out of that he has made this possible. Thank you, Kelvin, and all the team. And thank you so much, the Team Kenya. This is a collaboration that we would like to keep between Kenya and the Americas. We have another collaboration between Kenya and the Japanese, the Japan Africa Baseball Softball Foundation. And they're also coming here again next month. And we hope they will be here to also launch what we are calling the Kenya-Japan Koshen Tournament. That is involving the high school students who are playing baseball and softball in Japan and in Kenya. So anyone who is thinking about baseball and softball, when they think about where to have the event, it's only in JKUAT. So thank you so much. And thank you everyone for coming. We really appreciate. From the Baseball Federation of Kenya, we say thank you very much. We shall be here today, tomorrow, and the days to come to ensure the dream of baseball in this country lives on. I would like to mention just something in 5 seconds. That one person said, and listen to this quote, that baseball, and I add softball, isn't just a game. It is life being played out in a field, and a field of dreams, like this one, on diamonds of green. I know you can't see too much green, but very soon there shall be green. And where players pursuing their dreams try their best they can on the grandest stage of all, when men become boys, and you've seen men becoming boys here, sliding to the home base. Where men become boys and boys become men, all speaking one universal language without uttering a single word. And that is baseball. Thank you so much from the Baseball Federation of Kenya and from all the collaborations that we have across the world. We say thank you, Jomo Kenyatta University. And to all the sponsors, we really appreciate. Thank you for making the dreams of Kenyan players come true. Much appreciation to all of you. Thank you and God bless.
Chandaria Industries. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much. The leadership at JKUAT, all protocols observed. Tom and Kevin, thank you for organizing. Fantastic. When I got an invite from David earlier in the week, I was like, okay, play softball, okay? Sounds like a day out. I had no idea it was going to be this big. I had no idea I was going to play softball or baseball in Kenya. So thank you so much for having me. It was amazing. I think just to talk a little bit about this from a business perspective, and I guess the business community perspective, I think we need to have a few more corporates coming in. We'll definitely look at how we could support as Chandaria Industries and Chandaria Group. But I see John Deere and various other corporates. So I think, look, it's very important for community building. I think it's very important for nation building to have sports development, in a country. And I think it's really nice that softball and baseball are here. I see the federations here. I see a lot of people who are interested, and I hope this becomes bigger and better. And I look forward to coming out to play again soon, right? Whether there's grass or not, whenever. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, CEO. Thank you so much. Now at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to bring in the administration of the university. And first, before I welcome the chief guest, as I told you earlier, we have Professor Githiri, who is the Deputy Dean of Students. He will be giving us a vote of thanks as we conclude our speeches. But for now, I will welcome the Registrar of Academic Affairs to come and give us few remarks, and welcome our chief guest, Professor Kinyua, who will give us a keynote address. Karibu.
Thank you. Let's appreciate our MC, our chief guest here represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Affairs, Professor Robert Kinyua, the sponsors that are involved in making this a success, the directors of those institutions and organizations that are here, my colleagues, the Dean of Students, the Directorate of Sports, represented by Helen here, and your colleagues. I saw the Director of Security Services around, and everyone else, ladies and gentlemen, including the players. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm here by default. I didn't plan to, but I was walking towards this side, and my boss, Professor Kinyua, while driving towards this side, he spotted me and stopped and asked me to come along, and I obliged. I have not regretted because I'll go back with. By the way, I didn't know how this word is pronounced until this afternoon. It's dear. And not just that, but I also have a nice T-shirt and a lapel here, and etc. Ladies and gentlemen, growing up, I knew of only one quotient, which was intelligence quotient. But later in life, I gathered that there are several types of quotients on top of intelligence, and that includes attitude quotient, it includes emotional quotient, it includes social quotient. Perhaps there is another one, I'm not very sure. But you know what? Intelligence quotient can perhaps only be exercised in classroom when you hold in your pen and that paper. But in a place like this is where you have a concoction of all the quotients put together, and you exercise them on a baseball pitch like this one. By the way, I didn't know how it's played until my friend here, I'm told, and I thought, Chifo. Hats off, man. You're doing a good job. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring us the chief guest, Professor Robert Kinyua, who also happens to be my immediate boss. So I want us to put our hands together as we welcome Professor Robert Kinyua. Karibu, Prof.
If we build it, thank you very much. I've learned a new slogan. The director, if we build it, Mr. Thomas Wallace, co-founder Kevin, Nairobi American Buffaloes, Japan Samurai, I saw Mr. Kenji, celebrity team, Kenya All Stars, national officials from Baseball and Softball Federation, staff and students, our sponsors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Hamjambo.
Hatujambo.
Kindly receive apologies from our Vice Chancellor, Professor Ngumi, who really wanted to be with us, but she could not manage. But she sent me to represent her, so I'll just bring her message. I'm not, actually I've been here severally to see people play. I've been here severally on Saturdays, and it is incredible that we have people with so much passion coming to play around. So as an individual, I'm really challenged that there are people who have so much passion and are ready to play almost every Saturday. But please receive this message from the Vice Chancellor. I am excited to be part of today's event to celebrate the remarkable progress made since the groundbreaking ceremony of our baseball and softball complex on the 17th of September 2021. We were here, and our chairman of council was also here to demonstrate his support. It is indeed an honor to be here to celebrate the significant strides that have been made towards the realization of our vision. Since that momentous day, Our dedicated team, in collaboration with the Nairobi American Buffaloes and their partners, have worked tirelessly to transform our dreams into a reality. The field, now known as Nairobi Field of Dreams, is currently taking shape with the hope of having a complex completed within the shortest time possible. As JKUAT, we are proud to be part of this effort. And as we gather here today, witnessing the progress made since the groundbreaking ceremony, we are filled with anticipation for the future. We envision a facility that will not only enhance the lives of our student athletes, but also create a lasting impact on our university and the community. What would JKUAT be if we did not make these contributions? As a university, we believe that we have a responsibility to impact on the community in which we live. Through our esteemed sponsors and partners, an exciting proposition that has the potential to transform the landscape of sports at our esteemed university is unfolding. We are here to explore the incredible opportunity of partnering to build a state-of-the-art baseball facility on this campus. This will be a facility that will not only benefit our students, but also benefit other people from within this country and outside. Sports has always been an integral part of our university culture in promoting physical fitness, teamwork, and personal development. However, our facilities have not been adequate to meet the growing needs and aspirations of our talented student athletes. This is why we seek the support of partners like yourselves to join hands with us in constructing a state-of-the-art facility that will be a testament to our spirit of excellence. By partnering with the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, you are indeed aligning yourselves with an institution that trying to
Hello, Niajeni.
the next generation of leaders,
Mko mkicheza hii game for how
not only
long?
in academics, but also in the realm of sports.
3 years. Oh wow. Na unaona the end of future ama unataka kucheza hii game in future?
Enduring legacy
Inalipa ka kitu
on
ama?
campus for generations to come. Your commitment and generous gesture is no doubt a solid contribution
Si ndio?
towards making this
Kwa hivyo
endeavor a reality.
si ndio?
Kindly accept our
Vile inafaa manze. Mimi na wish all the best. Mkicheza mtakuwa ma superstars manze. Sawa? Hii ni timu gani? Semeni na Saik bana. Oh wow. Mimi naitwa Don Kitilo. Hii show yenye naenda kupost inaitwa Hakuna Rais. Semeni Hakuna Rais. Rais. Keje. Survive.
Man, if you're not playing baseball or softball, you're missing out.
Sure.
Even me, you will see me with the uniform next week. But
so it's going down, bro. This doesn't happen elsewhere in Kenya, except here in JKUAT. Softball in it. You know what it is, man? Team Kenya is currently warming up.
Tom smiling all the way to the batting box. Let's see if he's going to keep this smile after a few hits. And a good waltz from Tom.
It's a vibe.
That was a strike from Buffalo.
It's a vibe. Team Kenya is going down.
Another foul ball for Wallace.
You know what it is, man? It's going down.
We can see buffaloes cheering themselves on. And it is already 3 now.
But he is out.
Number 35 over at second base is safe, and so is Tom. So everyone is safe. Great play, Buffaloes. That was a close call. Players at base 2 and 3.